Get out here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the clip. We have day 7 of Dawntrail. Finishing up a little bit of crafting stuff, getting to the positions where we need to be to get this run started. Lots of twists and turns in this expansion. The main story quest has been absolutely mind-boggling. Love it. Love the characters, the graphics. Nothing about this game that I haven't found that I really don't like at this point in time. I can nitpick some of the jobs, but yeah. This is the main story quest. We're going through the main story quest. We're trying to find aether sites. We're picking up the blue quests and maybe a couple of little side quests. Getting the ability to fly through these zones so that we can go through and get our crafting and gathering up. Get back to knocking out achievements. Granted, yes, as we're going through the MSQ, we are knocking out achievements, but you guys know what I mean. Once you finish the main story quest, there is a ton to do. I'm seeing other streamers and stuff already hitting the extremes, showing content that has not been seen yet. They haven't really messed with the MSQ, which has got me a little confused, but that's fine. I'll figure it out eventually. I've only been playing the game for just over a year. There's a lot to learn, a lot to see, and a ton to do. Hit that subscribe button. Come join in the streams. Come help out in some dungeons. It's a great time. It's Final Fantasy oriented. This channel's going to be going around for a long time. Too much to do, and I know it won't be done before the next expansion's released. So,
his gear is now
tune
broken.
in, come hang out. Comments are always welcome.
Not horribly.
Enjoy the video. Lots of surprises in this one. The next day is even crazier.
But that will definitely...
Subscribe, watch the videos, really appreciate it. You're going to get my entire journey through the main story quests of this new expansion.
Shouldn't be long now before Olivet shows up. Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in certain barrels. No one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tololia, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his trail, chances are he's eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust a lackey with that business, given the province of the peace. No, I'll wager he's not telling that he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight until he's got coin for it. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Hasawani, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Ah, well, I'm not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner and with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Hasawani would be ideal for that. I need one of you to help me. It'll buy time for the others to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if with carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find that once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when we'll charge him to a duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wiggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child in the wilds understands the importance of a duel and the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd use live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the Vulture. Plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? Yeah, we'll give him his duel. Thanks, I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. This is a new Dawntrail MSQ. I was seen in town on Huani, so it's probably best that I stay and search the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the Vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friends as much time as possible and make your way to Hasawani. Once you've got the Vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright, let's get it. We're likely that Shelter doing what's his angle. And then there's the brat. What pastime I deal with him. When it is obvious to your presence, perhaps a gentle poke will get his attention. How about if we just shoot his ass? What's this? An unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the Dust Watch, miss? Yeah, a little bitch came and stole stuff from me. We're gonna sit here and you need to arrest me. The cowboy tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. I see. So desperate was he that to see his friends free of prison, he turned into a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, miss. Right out of trouble you take me to him? Good. Not that this is appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, Shishawatsi Springs is home to the thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirable though. Small talk. Something the matter? If not, please lead on. This is a place I don't see him. I see very well, lead on. Yeah, whoops, silly me. Pretty bad when the savior of Eorzea has to play a dumb blonde. There's gold in those fields, blue gold. But wary of the beasts of those parts. May prefer to snack on cerulean, but you, I reckon, make an exception. This place? Could have sworn I left him here. Some sort of joke? Vivalda, let's keep moving. This better be the place. My patience is wearing awfully thin, miss. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. Okay. Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw, needles and all. Cut the chit chat. Alright, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where's the cowie? Tell me where he is or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me, where could he have gone? That's it. I've had enough of these games and I've had enough of you. You looking for me? You want a piece of me under... If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for his cell by the time I'm done with you. Ah, the fool is falling into the trap. Thanks for following, guys. Really appreciate it. This new expansion is awesome.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Oh, cool. Even better. Nope.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Chisenowetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Wau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
He's a crook.
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear.
Yeah.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
We don't even know.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Wahoote, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it!
Let your pistols do the talking!
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? Huh. A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zekawa! Give them what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Could have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Now that we have the bracelet, let us go back to the springs. You be staying here long. I'd like to give you proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. My bracelet, thank you so much. This is more than just a gift, this is part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wukwamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us among them. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances.
Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't quite right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of insight, of hindsight. There you are, the real Daybreaker has arrived. Oh. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Mikey and Luane. If it wasn't for you believing in Zakawa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard put behind bars. We've never gave up hope that Zakawa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking the strength besides some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch a slip, the Daybreakers be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will get better of us again. Right, and you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast you won't you? We won't need to duel. All that goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can make or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days, I'll be sure to pay it. Till we meet again. If you'll excuse me, I should find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here a while yet, though. Do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. We're not planning to take the train home. Train services have been suspended. Didn't I tell you? What? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. Oh, fuck. An earthquake. Must have happened when we were still down south. There will be quite a few tremors of late and rather long. One struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope that no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will be resumed, you could speak with the station master himself. Yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. Oh, god damn it. We got places to go, people.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
And we'll give you that last little green floaty thingy that you need to fly. It's bribery.
Thank you! Thank you so much!
Bribery.
I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Shenza. Yeah, we'll forget that in an hour.
If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Why are they all there instead of not working?
Sorry for dragging you into this.
No, you're not. You did that on purpose.
There they are.
What world am I on? This is the newest, one of the new zones in Dawntrail.
That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zopia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
These freaking names.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Something the matter?
You wouldn't happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
I'm sure we will.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first.
Yeah.
Come on, no time to waste.
So we are in. After all, join me. Where the hell? In the middle here.
But no small number live in Charleone, I must confess. I have never visited the home of the Hetsuro. As they largely live in accordance with the old traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view on the railroad. On track, level 95, complete. Ready to get out the way.
96. Come, let's follow Wakila. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot. You can see it still in the outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself. Though if you peek through the window, you can probably catch a glimpse of enough jabbering. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do. So let's get to it. Oh. Yeah, okay, so, well, let's go. I suppose no harm in stopping at the station. On the way after all. Where are we going? Over there. Where? Okay, yep, we are out of aether currents. Quests are done. MSQ is the only thing holding us up from flying in here. And this fence. Nope, not there. He's over here. Alright, Mr. Make us fucking go work. Oh, I must confess the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must have been to ship goods through the wilds now. Oh, I bet. Right. Town should be on the way northeast of here. Let's continue on. Already been there and already tuned, so we'll just go right there. Ah, there you are. Village is just up ahead. Yep, just came from there. He's pretty. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum in the springs. Waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for the people and the animals both. I'm glad you appreciate it. It's the blessing of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I'm Hawatu, chief of Meowians, and this is my son, Geppetto. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I'm the station master of the Dawntrail railing. A recent earthquake has damaged our tracks and we require timber to make repairs. This is Corey and Aaronville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. Don't judge. Must be curious. You're a most curious air about you. Of oil or steel, tan, leather.
tasteless hint of tender grass and land unknown. I gather you are not of these lands. No. No, we really should have hit that other one. Would love to know more about your lands. I'm told people here hold traditions the highest, yet I gather you are curious more about others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, and as we our love of the lands of her children, the Hetsu in particular, we have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, gather, lay our heads, teach us all these things, and more. This is the reason I believe that we are to attune the shifting winds around us. I see. That word Hetsu, it means leader of souls. Yep. However, if you have many, as you may have gleaned from from our use of aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this doesn't mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask to indulge you in discussion. Be glad to. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests. Come this way, and let's talk. Follow me. Sprite. I will speak freely. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. Roronecks have made a prudential in the danger plane. As you may have heard, your temperament has become erratic and late. Stableman said something about that. You know what's causing this? We have our suspicions, but we can't quite figure out what it is. And the railroad is part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Roronecks are sensitive creatures, and they roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may as well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outsiders' influence or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandable? Thanks for the foresight. Thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetero, but the Shironi too. Maybe we should bring somebody's attention. Falcona, you say. We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I say this, hard-headed and aloof. He values technical advances and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue. While there is a grain of truth to the rumor, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Yeah, his journeys have definitely changed him for the better. So in the course of travels with him, you've witnessed his change within your own eyes. It's... Before he fought beside him, to write his succession, I'd take her word for over rumor. Yeah. You took part in the right of succession? Well, yeah. Yeah, we're that close to the Dawn Servant. Well, yeah. The succession of the Dawn Servant filled us with uncertainty of our future, but there is clearly much we don't know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as Father offered us guidance, I'm hoping that he will do the same. We can port back and tell him. Thank you for hearing us. I'm glad we can talk. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs over there. Grab what you need. We're terribly grateful. Terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Roronek foremost in our minds as we continue to work through the railroad. And if need be, we'll seek Valkona's counsel. Thanks again for the wood, and we will return the favor. Hope to see you soon. We have more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to get it to the station. Supposed to be a little bit more involved than I thought. They gave us a whole bunch. I'm waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Roronek. Won't be long. I'm glad that went well. I'm thankful it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber. Oh, goodies! More goodies. Oh. I wanted to see what it was. Well, I mean, while we wait, we can get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long for us to we split up the work. Oh, there's the blue quest. Excuse me, pardon me. No. Can we pick this up while we're doing that? Nope. You're carrying shit, no squirreling. You cannot. Nope. Hello, pardon me. I should think this would be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. we'll see to the rest. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? Or, as much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't enough spots available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay you for your kindness. That's fine, and excellent. And no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. Hope you stop by and see the train off. It's breathtaking sight. Nowicki will be driving, no engineer compared to her. He's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, and we have a lot to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else, take your keen. I'll leave it to you. Had your fill of sights? Well, appears we're almost finished. Never cutscenes to be coming. Wait.
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Thrall. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
Gods have mercy.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitobekwe and the others!
Oh, shit.
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal? Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help. understand.
Try to remain calm, everyone.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men. What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bako Jaja.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
I remember what that's from. Yep. Wow.
That you should still live.
Sriracha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple.
the dissolution of Tuli-Yolol and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Not so much.
Have you gone mad?
No, my ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No! His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing. Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Papa?
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then will you be his worthy successor?
Sriracha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
How could this happen?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you.
We've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Right, so I bring word from the city the enemy is withdrawn, and the Landsguard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within the ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all we can. Thank you for the report. Please inform the guard that we are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people, I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. You're sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I can count. We'll split up and do all we can. You can count on us. Alphanel Alize, could you take Bayside Bevy, Trial, Aaronville, the Placid Premiere, or Palace Premiere? As for Corey, please come to the replenishment quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Parkour! Oh boy. Yep. Oh, what the hell?
Whoops. Try that again. Ah. See, first level. You finish hating the people here? Yep. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Yeah, that was no flocks given from the other side. No, now is the time. There's still others who need help. You go and see how things are at Tomat, and afterwards go and find Elisa View. Bonk. Battle damage. Or battle damage. More battle damage. No battle damage. Oh, seeing as how we're right here. If we need to go up there anyways and sell the goodies. Oh, that's convenient. Right across. I've helped those I could find, and those deserving the land's guard care. Many casualties, as many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the land's guard hadn't fought as bravely as they had. And if Gerald Jaw actually meant to harm that people. I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to entice fear and to show that he could strike whatever he pleased. But we can discuss that later. How's Wuklamat? Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has her limits. She needs to rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Glam Sands.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamati. Lamati!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamati. You need rest. You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people... I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people? You'll stick with me. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believe that By learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
Finding the governor, like being there, being Israel's interacting with regulating. One tenth of the week, every makes us go. The strange soldiers, the floating ships, the equal powers of Zorolja, and when everything's done, still intends to do, and not get word run headlong about this. I cannot stern pain in my heart, leave this straight, no way, make my strength well. Right, and my cousin talk about it. You're doing this really well, however, it's like to see how you do her. And of course, on day, on my right, probably happy second.
Oh, you're back. By that I take it. I take it to mean Lamate is feeling better. She needs to be strong for the people of Tural. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if indeed... So if she intends to fight, then we fight together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. I know what we're up against. It's clearly not a person, but it doesn't look like an automation or magic tech weapon I've ever seen. As far and wide as you've traveled through, perhaps you've encountered something similar before? Would you mind taking a closer look? It may yield some clues as to what Zorolja's new power. Simple armor, but quite intricate. Not sure of the material. Pulse cannon. Digital helmet. Reminds me of the Alpha Escape. Indeed. It resembles a person, but features are uncanny and lacking normal facial at all. See any signs of power source? backpack. So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any other conventional fuels. No, I tried channeling aether into it earlier, but there was no response. That would seem to rule it out of an arcane entity. It's completely lifeless now. Far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Even the materials it's made from are a mystery. Rather than a metal, it's akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere before recently? At each seen up. That's right, the glowing stones used to chamber into the gate, the Golden City. And while the soldiers are different color, the warships are the same black as the stones in the gate itself. There has to be a connection. Let's tell the others about the observation. The sooner we get to the bottom of this mystery, the better. Looks like everyone's already here.
Thank you for coming, everyone. And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care. Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue. That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told?
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
By all means.
It's me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
Greetings, everyone.
Raha! Y'shtola!
After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest, but I gather circumstances are quite dire.
All is well in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Gulul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his 2 successors. Thanks to Wuklamat, I was allowed to attend that meeting. What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
As you know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex that brought me to Tural. A letter from the Dawn servant addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Tural nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession. At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Gulul Jar Jar. Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
it led to another reflection.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Gulul Jar Jar. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Allegan, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
Seven hells! What did you do?
Nothing.
An earthquake? None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? Hey, this is different.
Though it never opened again. Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value. All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void. We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact, either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important. So Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping. Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian and raised her as his own.
Then the child was...
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself. Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this. But enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
The forces that assailed Tuliyola. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Zeralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory. On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit, you believe that it was...
I only got a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Zeralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical armor.
It fits. And if he did, then it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections, but what of my home? What's become of it?
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Huh. Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
Shut up.
I'm coming with you. If that's where my brother is, then that's where I must go. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do. I have to put a stop to Zorolja and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city. As such, I shall remain in Tuliolal. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Thank you.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we're prepared for the worst.
I wish to go to the dome. As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
In that case, please let me come too. I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Missing a couple.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake...
Oops.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
You know what? I know what I have to do now. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace I swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what's happened and how we intend to fix it. So I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them that all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear my words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. It is an important step to city recovery. Enjoying it. Yo, Jesus, we're getting drug into it too. Yep. Thank you. Go ahead, Landsguard will announce it. We go to the quarters, the bevy, we'll split up and get to the city. Looks like you've brought quite a few people, thank you. Alize had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. My apologies for involving you in Turilia's affair. We're simply helping dear friends in need. We, having traveled the lands of Tyrol, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see in no other way. What's more, Zarelja has an army poised to pose a threat not only to Tyrol but to the state of the star as a whole. We will stand with you, protect what we hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much of any rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks. A little encouragement from Corey. Need worry about me either. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect people. We restore peace with the nation and preserve our father's legacy. It begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We
need to see to a few things first. Feel free to go ahead and get the closet and wait. Your father raised him well. That he did.
Lamachi, are you all right?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're Tuleolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm! He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuleolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuleolal.
You are the beating heart of our nation, each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuleolal will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Well, the hour to depart is at hand. The whole of us remaining shall accompany you part of the way. I, for one, would like to see the stone firsthand. We set forth as soon as everyone is ready. We'll inform Woklamat. There you are. Ah, that would be. We're just planning on calling. Like, you ready to leave? I am. Right then, let's get going.
going here? Good, let's go. Oh boy. Split up and go. I have a feeling we have a battle coming up here shortly. Oh, it's you two. And I'll be well met. You're Sheriff of Dustwatch? Yes. What's the situation here? Any enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. But we're spread thin trying to figure out what's going on. Apparently there's no apparent danger. Townships and stuff all seem to be okay. I'll accompany Aaronville. See you in a little while. I'll clear this way. Mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in this area. Still, we should talk to the locals and make a round to see what's going on. You're the one that helped the other day? Yep. Nope, trains are working fine. Yep, what a mess. Thanks for the help. Oh, we got alert. Here's been run through with a pole arm. Oh, I'm back to her. Yeah, we're doing okay. After the ship came, the soldiers came. Everything showed up. Surrendered the town. Surprise and relief, the tribes came along and dealt with them, and well done. You heard about Spearman as well? That couldn't be anyone else. Was it someone read more gossip about me? Oh shit. You always say the town travels fast, huh? Jaja is slain. Yep. Brother done did it. Dumbass. Gonna help her, I assume? Yeah. But that's what we do. Wait a second, your vow is resolved? Yeah, that's right.
Our Halloween show up. I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun over here. Or we can attest to that. Yep, we've seen it. Glad to hear. Let's get patrolling right away. Oh, poor Stinian. Stay safe. Basic words, huh? Just do what comes naturally. Yeeper! Right then, time to head to the station. Join the others. Actually think, yeah, run it. Thanks to Estinian, there was no casualties to speak of in Shalali. Mr. were safe as well. At the very least, there was no signs of soldiers there. What about the dome? What did you learn about that? Composed of highly concentrated lightning energy. Interesting. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must execute all caution. How are we supposed to get inside? If Zeraljaw and his army emerged from within, there ought to be an entrance. An entrance, you say? It so happens you might have an inkling on where it is. They're the enemy. These are the engineers of Zexel Railroad Railing, which operates the train between Shalali and Yeshalal. When I went out to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was then that we saw a large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. You're telling us part of it is inside, part of it is outside? It seemed to be the case, yes. But as you'd expect, the area is heavily defended and won't be easy to get near. You know what became of the passengers who were on the train? What? I'm afraid not. The only passengers who were headed back here are accounted for. I can say for a fact that everything was fine when we arrived in Yeshalon. But when the big tremor struck not long after we left the station, it hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress right in the tracks. Of all places, what are the odds of that? Assuming the fortress serves the means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected, I say we smash our way inside. But how it sounds, I actually gave that a thought. Zeraljaw wants me to prove that I am a father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Terrell. By charging head on in it, I make my intentions plain as day, and in doing so, keep his eyes on me. Bold strategy, I like it. Of course, your plan is no good if we're to cut down before reaching their base. What do you need is something that'll get there quick, break through their defenses in a single decisive blow. We have just that. Track straight from the fortress, we can reinforce her train with some armor, load her with all the fuel she can carry, and send her hurling at it to explode on impact. Urba! Chief, you got anything? We were just saying how relieved you were that the trains worked in one piece. Now you want to blow them up? The train's not important. Our dream to have railroad running from coast to coast is. Remember? If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? You. It's a sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome, then put a stop to this all. The least we can do is help. But Chief, listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fail, we can always get back up. As long as we can, we're good. Oh my God, are we done with this yet? Ooh, falling asleep. Okay, we gotta stop here. I just freaking zoned out. Oh boy. Keeping people safe, saving enemies, stopping enemies, saving the world, blah blah, yada yada. Okay, yep, now hush hush. Ow. Well, at least it's going down in the legendary train that saved Troll. I mean, yeah, they're sitting there talking about how much they like the train and everything. And they're gonna use it to blow everything up. Okay. Load it up with explosives and send it down the rail. I don't know much about magic tech, but if there is anything I can do to help, let me know. We'll keep that in mind. Yep, they certainly will, because they will ask. Okay. Hello, eyeball. It seems we have path forward. I believe it's a good time for me to return to Thrall and inform Kona of the situation.
I return as well. Have new investigations of my pursuit. Add new things to pursue. The dome's element aspect similar to that of the gate in Golden City. We can identify the connection. We've learned something in our fight. And with that, we will break up and go. Yes? We get the green button. Alrighty. Green button accomplished. We're done. Y'all have a good night. I'm passing out.